Hey everybody, it's Ron. Welcome to my channel. I'd like to thank any new subscribers and um, people who are leaving comments and liking and helping and supporting. Um, I'm here to support you too and help you with some ideas and tips, help you through your weight loss and self-improvement, strength gaining, adventuring, and all that fun stuff. So I think what I'll do is I'll make me small and then put some like bee footage, some bike stuff in the background because I don't have a studio here at home and I'm a bit of a bachelor and you guys know that like weekend comes I'm like I gotta be out at a state park, I gotta be on the bike, I don't hang around the house too much, so that I'm not a house guy. I want to be out and about doing things. So, well, with the shutdown, the casinos have been pretty much down and off limits for the last 2 months, and I've been able to go the last 2 weekends. And last week I lost, this week I won, and kind of had like an epiphany. Had a conversation with a friend about problem eating, and it turned into pointing out that I'm pretty reckless at the casino, and you know what I am a problem gambler, and I got to thinking about it. Like, the casino is nothing more than a place to dump dopamine, and many of you, including myself, dump dopamine with carbs, and I have to argue that I think that unless you have a pituitary gland tumor and you're overweight to the point of like morbid obesity, that yeah, you get a dopamine response from carbohydrate and the seed oils, and the food relationship isn't healthy. You're not technically fueling with food, that you're medicating with food and not using it properly. And basically, Dr. Rob Cywes, go ahead and just Google him. He's the Carb addiction doc. He talks about a lot of it, that it's emotional management problems, and that you're really getting a dopamine response from the carbs and the stuff, and you're not eating the fuel, you're eating for emotional needs. And I believe that to be true. I think that the carbs are addicted. I think that they make it so you can't feel full. But you know what? The casino hits the same spots of the brain as the carbs do. And the problem with the casino, or at least my problem with the casino, is that every time I get a bigger win, in order to get the same satiation from the casino, I need to have that big win again, or a bigger win. And the problem with that is that it costs more money every time you seek out a bigger win. So you're taking out riskier bets. You're making decisions that affect you financially negatively, and that's what makes it the problem. Is that in order to get the dopamine response, you have to sacrifice your finances. So, and I need a new bike, and I need to continue the adventures, and there has to be a choice that I can go to the casino and I won't have a new bike. I can go to the casino and like doing big adventures, like going down to Chattanooga or the Smoky Mountains and riding on the weekend. It's one or the other. financially, I can't afford to seek out the big win anymore. And this video is it's sort of for me more than it is the viewers, because it's something that I can come back to, especially when I get that strong urge to go to the casino, and help me think it through and not give myself permission to go back, because there's consequences to going, and consequences of going to the casino are being broke and not being able to do the other things you want to do. I mean, other people have more problems. Other people face homelessness. Other people face the casino being a gateway into other forms of drug use. So, and it's better to stop now and to have the self-realization that you're paying all this money to get a dopamine kick. So, get your bridge. Like Dr. Cywes, he has his cup of coffee. It's his bridge. Get your bridge, and then do other things that drive dopamine that are positive, like walking and exercising. So, and that's what I'm going to do going forward. I think that I have my bridge. I found this app. It's called Robinhood. It's a stock app. So you can buy stocks on your phone, and you can use this app and buy stocks, and you can check your phone and see if your stocks went up or stocks went down. And that's kind of like that's going to be my bridge. That's going to help me not go to the casino, because that's a making an investment with some risk. There's some risk involved with the stock market, but making an investment with your money, that's a positive. That's something that you can feel good about. It's a positive use of the money. And I can put that money in the stock, watch my stock go up and down, and make reasonable decisions, and keep in mind that I'm going to enter this relationship with the stock market in a healthy sense, not in a addictive, problematic sense. So my goal isn't to make a quick buck. My goal is to save money over the long term and have a long-term financial gain, instead of losing money at the casino and creating a problem doing the other things that I like to do, and not being able to have the things that I like to have. So, I'd like to have a road bike here. I got my mountain bike and my Trek Cruiser, my Trek Verve, which is like a hybrid. But I'm finding more and more that having a pretty dialed in road bike would be a better fit for me than the Cruiser. I see my speeds going up, and I did a 100-mile ride on that Cruiser, but I know that I can take it to the next level if I get some weight off the bike and have something a little bit more aerodynamic, because I feel quite impressed with my speed and my gains on a bike that's the Trek Verve. It's not aerodynamic at all. It's not lightweight at all. It's not meant to ride fast. And I just feel like if I had a proper road bike, I could get my my averages would be pretty close to some of the guys I'm seeing riding on road bikes already. So, I'm ready to ready to make an upgrade to a more aerodynamic, lightweight road bike. Because I mean, when you're in the space of doing some of the endurance stuff, the long distance, like the difference between 10 miles an hour and 11, like when you're on a 100-mile bike ride, it's a big difference. And if you can go from 11.8 to 14, 15 mile per hour average, I think it's going to be I think it's doable on the Verve, but it would be faster on a road bike, because a road bike's designed to be ridden at a higher speed, and the geometry and stuff is more in line for that. And it would be much better, that at least for me, to be able to do my hundreds in much shorter amount of time. I think it's just going to be easier on the body too. And if I ever want to get to a 200-mile day, I need to be going 18 to 20 miles an hour, and at a pro level. I mean to get there, like you can't buy your speed. I mean, it's going to be continued work in the gym. It's going to be continued work at the weight loss to get to those speeds. But it's definitely clear to me, like, a change in bikes is needed to make some of these gains, and to really increase the speed and efficiency of riding. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that it's something that I can come back to in the future, like, because it's really, like, for me, I feel so much better without sugar and carbs, that, like, there's no desire anymore to go back to the sugar and carbs, because there's no desire for me to be immobile and not able to do the things that I can do now. I don't want to go back to that. So, like, I'm thoroughly, like, never going back to sugar. The problem, I don't have that same level with the casino. I mean, and I need to get there. And it's basically, I'm more concerned about having a relapse with the casino than sugar. And having a video like this is something that I can come back to and reference and help work through things when that I call it an itch that needs to be scratched. So when I get that casino itch, I need to come back to the video. I need to immediately stop what I'm doing, try to figure out what's causing the itch, what's the trigger, and then I need to deflect it. I need to find some other way to release the dopamine and get the same effect without going to the casino and chasing a hand pay that I probably won't get, and that would probably cost the entire trip to Chattanooga or the Smoky Mountains. And that not being able to do those climbs and train for that is, it works against me in the long run, because it's absolutely necessary for my speed as a cyclist and my endurance as a cyclist to be able to climb those mountain roads efficiently. It helps me back here at home, where it's relatively flat, to go out there and spend a weekend riding up and down those mountain hills. Helps me at home when it's flat, because it makes these hills here small in comparison. And your legs are adapted to go up 2-3 mile long hills that are much higher. And you know, our biggest hill here, I mean, they're like, the length is 1/8 of a mile, and it's a 1% grade. So you're in the mountains, you're on like a sometimes 6-7% grades, and these hills go for 2 or 3 miles, and you're just huffing and puffing, you know, and that creates the adaptation. So your body's adapting to do that hill, and you come back here, these hills are nothing. And I don't like that guy. Like, I don't like driving my car and watching a guy walk his bike up our small nothing hills. That's a different, you know, that's probably why there's not world champion mountain bike riders from South Bend, Indiana, because we don't have the hills like if you're in Appalachia or out in the Rockies training. You know, it's nothing here. We don't, you know, it's not good territory for climbing. And I think that for me, like, being able to do the hills and climb and ride in all situations it's important. It's important enough to reflect on the casino, and you know, saying like, when next weekend rolls along, it's like, there's no permission. We're not going back, and we're going to take it one day at a time. And if we fall off the wagon a little bit, we can come watch this video. And if we fall off the wagon, you know, it is what it is, and we need to get right back on. And you know, it's just like with the sugar. If you make a mistake or have too much sugar, you can always start back the next day. And then just, you know, take the self-improvement model. Be better than you were the last day. So if you went one day without sugar, you can go 2 days. And if you go 2 days, and the next time go 3. And I'll take that same approach with the casino and the sugar and any other negative sort of addicting thing in my life. So, and I truly believe too, like, we all, like, getting a dopamine response is part of human nature. It's natural, but we need to do it. We need to do it in ways that aren't destructive towards ourselves, and we need to reflect on that and make sure that we do things that are positive for ourselves. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Hit that subscribe, leave a comment, and good luck with your goals and working through your issues.